Hey y'all. If y'all are just joining me, I was on Michaela Pink's channel earlier and I just got off. But I wanted to do a whole nother video that I had planned to do. And so I decided since I'm already up here, I might as well knock it out. So thank y'all for watching our video on her channel. I appreciate that. But now I think I want to discuss how you should never let anyone tell you who you are because too many people, too many women depend on other people to tell them who they are. And that's not a good thing. So I just want to do a video and talk about that. A lot of women look for people to validate them, which is another way of telling them who they are, you know. So I think we need to get out of that and start getting into telling ourselves who we are, no matter what is said on the outside, because that's where most of the issues with low self esteem and, seeking validation begin because you can't uh, tell yourself who you are. And that's a problem. If you can't say who you are and dismiss anything else said, then that's where you need to start. That's a lot of people's mental level up. They need to stop listening to what other people are saying and start listening to what they say about themselves. And that's how you get to that next level mentally. Um, right. Okay. Um, thank you. You are a goddess. That's right. Mhm. So, we don't allow, even if it's family members, to say we're a certain thing. If we don't agree with it, then we dismiss it. You don't let exes or current spouses tell you who and what you are. If that's not who you believe you are, dismiss it. We don't let other women or coworkers tell us who we are because they might only know a small portion of us. Maybe we don't show them the real us, so they can't even tell you who you are. They don't know your potential. They don't know who you think you are. So let's stop looking outside and for other people's opinions or validation and know that you deserve the best. You walk around knowing that, that's how you're going to get treated. That's the number one thing I have to tell people. Stop looking for sympathy. That's number one. Okay. Stop asking questions that try to invoke sympathy. No, like I'm the wrong one to ask because I really won't care. So I know a lot of people do that for attention, but it only going to backfire on you. Um, a lot of people will ask or try to play this victim role. And if you're so quick to claim a role of a victim and put all your business out there to anybody, that shows me and many other people, especially men, that you are to be victimized. Okay. That's what it shows. So, right. So you can't go out there doing that. Can't go out there doing that because it's automatically going to tell people, hey, you come over here and victimize me. This is what I thrive on. This is how I feel alive and important because there's nothing else special about me. So come abuse me so I can complain about it later on. And that's exactly what they attract. If you love being and playing a victim, then congratulations, more power to you. But a lot of people will not waste their time on victims. They just won't. And this is tough love because if it doesn't work, if no one pays attention to you, then you eventually going to have to get up and start, doing something else. And that's just how it has to be. Um, right. So, mhm. Thank you. Yeah, like, so many people live in the past that and they wonder why they can't get to the future. It's because you stay a lot of people stay stuck back there in that mental victimhood. Um, the only reason that I would ever listen to a victim is if they were in a current situation where they were being victimized and this was their call for help, for you to go and call someone to help them or for you to tell them what to do. If they don't do it, then they weren't serious. So it's kind of like that. If you stay stuck in your mental victimhood, that's not the same as a physical situation. Okay. You don't call 911 every time you remember, you know, something bad that happened to you. Right. So that's the point that I'm trying to make. You call when it's happening and then you ask for the solution and you follow whatever they tell you to do. Right. So after that, it's not an issue anymore. Um, mhm. You said they stay there because it feels safe for them. I agree. It's really bad state when you're stuck in. Um, what does it mean exactly when someone says that no one takes you seriously when you're genuinely angry and seeing you mad is cringy? How to fix it? That means they don't care about your feelings and there's nothing you can do to get them to care about your feelings. It means they don't care. That's all they said. Um, it's a narcissistic way to say your feelings don't matter. I don't care. You look stupid when you look angry. Plus, I don't care. That's what they're trying to tell you. And somebody has to translate that for you because you don't want to, take that as truth. They don't care. That's all they told you. They don't care. I pull the same trick, so I know that trick. Okay. um, they're just telling you that they don't really don't care and you look dumb. So just stop and move on. And it's sad, but the point is you have to accept that and try something different or do something else or go and find another one, right? Because if I was getting mad and I was literally serious and somebody told me that, I was like, okay, you only have to tell me one time and I'm done. Like, okay, well, I guess you don't take me seriously, so I'm not taking you seriously. I'm out. Bye. What does it mean when a guy says he would still choose you even if he had a choice? Regina Darling, move on. What? Sound like a corny line to me. Eh, okay, so yeah, so many women grow up and they've been bullied or told this or told that about themselves. But in order to grow past that, and this I'll tell you guys, in order to grow past that, you have to know who you are already. Or you have to deny whatever is being told to you and replace it with what you want to be every single time. So that's the only thing I would do. hmm I would feel the same way, and it hurts one time only. Yep. See, if you have standards, now this is very important. If you have standards, you don't let it happen more than once because you're not the one. You know. Think about it like a job. Thank you, Samantha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to handle provider who can't control emotions. Um, I don't know what you mean because that can mean so many things. Sprinkle, sprinkle, though. Thank you. Like as to what he says or to what he physically does. If it's just words, I don't care. I could say the same stuff right back to him about his mama. So it wouldn't bother me at all. If it's physical, then I would definitely be out of there. Okay. Thank you, Katie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My mom said that no man will want me for real, even though I'm already. No, I'm cute enough. I still upset at her, but don't want to be a victim anymore. Girl, all you got to do is go out and get the man, and then all of a sudden, it's not true anymore. So who cares, right? If you got a man, then obviously it's not true. Even if she said it, that doesn't matter. It's not true. So why even think about it? It's like you can't get a man, but I can. You see, I wouldn't even be thinking about that. I'd be like, oh, well, I guess I proved you wrong many, many times over. And I would move on because obviously she didn't know. She just didn't know. She didn't know your potential. um, why do we work so hard to be feminine and da 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 and men? I didn't finish reading that, but I kind of get the why do we work so hard as women to just get a man who gonna do wrong? Because we want his money. And he could do wrong as long as we getting paid and we can move on to the next one or have several. And I think that most women need to understand that. You don't own that man and he don't own you, but you can get his money. Okay. That's just how it is. So, get out of that state of mind. Stop thinking about what somebody said and just prove them wrong and keep it moving. That's all you can pretty much do is keep on going. Um, keep on going. Um, so, oh, she want me to say something. Don't talk about it, be about it, is what I mean. Like, don't sit there and think about the past when you've already passed it up and done better. You know, I wouldn't. Okay. Anyway, if you prove them wrong, you don't ever have to think about it again. It's just like the same person that told, somebody that they weren't going to make something of themselves and now they're famous and rich. It's like you don't go back and think about that person. "Well, they told me I would never make something of myself. And now look at me." You're too busy enjoying your life and living. So I'm like, why even go back and think about it? Okay. Why are these men saying happy Mother's Day to women who not even their baby mama? Because it's just a nice thing to say to anybody who has kids. Right. Um, and that's another thing. Like, honestly, we got to stop walking around angry because that keeps us also in our past. If you don't have anything to be angry about, you got to find something to be angry about. And if there's nothing in your present to be angry about, you got to go look back in the past to find something to be angry about. So walking around angry becomes a habit, which keeps you thinking about the past. Thank you, Tasha. Shira, I do webcam, and a friend of mine, baby daddy, is paying to see me, but he doesn't pay child support. Should I tell her? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, Why isn't he on child support? Maybe you should tell her how to file it so he don't have the money to spend on you. Honestly, like why didn't she file for child support? That's how he would find out. And that's how I would tell him. You need to file child support on him. Don't tell him it's you. Tell him it's another girl because then you're gonna mess up your friendship. Say, look, my friend do webcam and your baby daddy is paying to see her. Don't tell him it's you. Okay. That's how I think. Like you save the friendship, but also tell her what's up. I missed the donation. Oh, let me go back up. Why do girls lie about getting the bag when you ain't got a lie, Craig? Um, Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Alicio. Um, I don't know, but men lie about so many things. I really don't care if they lie about getting the bag, as long as they are attempting to get it and continue to keep getting it, or to continue to attempt to try to get it. At least they have high hopes, right? Right. Santosh, I do believe. I believe, I believe, I believe. Thank you for visiting. Why don't you drop some money in the donation jar for the roof, the building fund? This is my church. Why don't you drop some money in my building fund? How to stay motivated, bring being seen out in public with older guy that's not giving you money. Stop being seen out in public with older man that's not giving you money. That's how. Okay, because if you're not getting no money, then you shouldn't be seen out in public with the older man. That's just how it is. Okay. My mom used to make fun of my diet until I lost 45 pounds. Now she asking me for diet tips. See, that's all you gotta do. Lead the way, baby. How do you know if something is truly meant for you as far as hobby or career? If you would do it for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, live performances. Shira, I'm 25 and already leveled up. Live in Mississippi. Should I move to another state to get a provider man or stay here? I feel so lost. Maybe find a richer city in Mississippi if you don't really want to move. But I mean, if that's what you got to do. I mean, don't they have men with money there? Like, there's got to be some surgeons and some, you know, people that have money or own businesses or something, some kind of auto shops or what, you know, funeral home owner, something. What you doing? Aim high. We'll get the owner. Erica, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No, she or girls line about getting the bag, trying to appear kept, trying to keep up a facade. Well, I don't care. I don't think it's any. I don't think you should be worried about that unless that person is standing in the way of your bag. You know what I'm saying? I feel that if it's not getting to your bag, I wouldn't focus on it if it's not bringing you no type of money. If it ain't bringing you no type of money, why focus on it? It's a waste of time and energy to focus on somebody else pretending to get a bag when you could really be getting a bag. So if they're pretending, let them pretend, but go get yours for real. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't really pretend. But if that's what you're doing, then that's what you're doing. It's not taken away from your bag. It's just distracting you from your bag. Okay. I know a lot of sugar daddies. Okay, Mitch. Mitch say he know a lot of sugar daddies. Hmm. How to work on deep rooted issues, where to seek affordable therapy or alternatives. Um, I always, I believe in self. I believe in self because that's all that they're going to do is try to make you reach yourself. Any therapist will only try to get in your mind to get you to realize something within already. So all you're looking for is a guide to guide you within to solve your own problem. And so I always feel like if you're focusing on a solution rather than the problem, your problem is solved already because you're focusing on a solution. So instead of thinking about something that you don't want, think about something you do want. So that's how I feel about it. We have so many people that have been victimized, but only thought about what they want and they became very successful. And then we have people that stay thinking about things that happen to them that they cannot change and waste a lot of time. So it's either you do or you don't. It's a choice. It is a choice. If somebody was super busy doing something or creating something or building something, they would not even have time to go back and think about something in the past. They'd be too busy. Think about all the starving children who probably went through a lot worse, but have to think about how they're going to drink water tomorrow or survive tomorrow. They're too busy and too focused on something else to think about the bad thing that happened 3 years ago. So if you fill your life with something else that is meaningful, that is going to take you somewhere, that keeps you occupied and keeps you thriving, that's what will solve all of your issues because you won't have time. You'll be too busy trying to build something or create something for yourself to even think about that. All you're going to think about is what is to come. So that's my best advice. If you need therapy, if you want therapy, that's up to you. There's 1,000 million of them online, and all you got to do is pick a number. hmm The guy tells you he was hurt in the past right after we broke up. Why would a guy tell me that he was hurt in the past right after we broke up? I don't know. Like, meaning I'll get over this just like I got over the last one. I don't know. Okay. How to deal with extremely masculine controlling man who won't let you go out or wear what you want, even though he's paying for everything. Do just like a parent would. I mean, do just like you did when you was a parent. I mean, when you had parents, sneak it out. Get you a little bag, sneak your clothes out, and do what you're gonna do anyway. I mean, they can't really control you, but they can think they are. They would look. I would have a whole outfit under an outfit and be like, "Yep, this is what I'm wearing. Yep, do do do." Have a wig in a bag and do what I'm gonna do anyway. I'm going to the library. And no man would be controlling me like that either anyway, because I wouldn't he would never get that far. Um, Best plan to get the ring, just moved in with him. Dang, you already trying to get the ring. You just moved in. He trying to see what it's like to be married to you. Don't cook, don't clean, baby. That's number one. Do not cook, do not clean. If you want a ring, there you go. Do not cook, do not clean. If you wanna get that ring. No laundry either, girl. Beth, I think I just got that one. Your quarantine target has gifted me with over 1K in the last 2 weeks. He is always asking to meet up. Our city is locked down. Nothing is open. Any advice? Thank you, J Star. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, hmm. I mean, he ain't scared of the corona. If you scared, then you need to find out, you know, like where y'all gonna meet at. Y'all gonna pull up next to each other in the car and roll the windows up and talk on the phone so y'all can see each other and wave. Y'all gonna do a drive-by dating? We're gonna do a drive-by dating. You glue your outfit to the door. Tape your dress to the door, like right under your face. Like put the dress neckline right under your face, so it look like you standing up, and just put your face like that and drive by. Thank you, Akila. I think that's how you say your name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What are the next steps for someone receiving 2K monthly allowance plus 2K for rent from older millionaire? How to go about asking for cosmetic surgery, long-term investments? Do you still do consultations? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, if he's a millionaire, 2K is nothing. You should be getting 4K, girl, plus 2K. And what you should be getting more, and then you can pay for your own surgery from what he's giving you extra. You need to say that your rent has gone up and you have extra bills or something, or you got to pay your grandma's mortgage and you need to up yourself a couple of more K. If he's a millionaire, he can afford it. So you need to come up with some more fake bills and paying somebody's mortgage because of the corona. So you need to up that to about 6 to 8 thousand a month, and then you can do whatever you want. But no one is doing cosmetic surgery right now anyway, so you have time to save. Okay, so just up your money. Tell them you need more. Thank you, Tasha. She or my girl knows my webcam. She'll ask me for receipts. Another way to tell her the news about her baby. This is an old friend and I love her. Um, I mean, if you just tell her, if you just want her to know that bad, I mean, say your man over here paying webcam and he can't pay his child support. Just tell her straight up. I mean, she might not feel the same way about you afterwards, but if you're willing to take that risk, that's fine with me. I'll just tell her I know because I know, and that's all there is to it. If she don't believe you and she believe him over you, then she's in denial anyway, and she wouldn't believe you anyway. If she's like that, she would still keep him, even if he did do that, and she wouldn't file child support. You know, so I don't know. Maybe you need to doctor up some receipts, some fake receipts or something. Change the picture on it. Do some photoshopping, girl. I don't know. Um, my boyfriend gave me gold bracelets, but he been acting up. If we break up, should I give it back to him if he asks for it? Nope. Automatically lose it right now so that you can't give it back. Hide them. You take them over somebody else's house. Tell them you lost them. They got stolen or you left them somewhere. Don't give nothing back so you can leave empty handed and negative. You're supposed to leave with more than you came in with. It's not a gift and it was never yours if he asking for it back. I'm just saying. Yeah, I would never give a gift back ever. That was my payment for putting up with you. Okay. Mhm. A dusty man said I looked older for my age. That's because he want to date you, girl. And he's trying to bring you down to his level because he can't reach yours, baby. You know, that's just their trick because they can't do any better, baby. They're just like, if I tell her she look old, maybe she'll think that, I have potential and she can date me. So she look old now. That's the oldest trick in the book. It's like I don't look old. I don't look as old as your mama though. But you still with her. You still living with her, right? How to carry yourself in a more feminine way? Just carry yourself in a more dainty, feminine, soft way. Smile more. I say that's number one is to smile and speak softly instead of loud. Thank you, Jai Star. He wants to meet in the park. Advice to keep him. Yeah, meet in the park and um like I don't know. Like this is like I don't know. Like if he wants to meet in the park, I ain't that scared of no corona. I mean, if you giving me money, I'll stand 6 feet away from you and wave and talk. Hey, how you doing over there? You see that squirrel? All right. Well, make sure you send me my money. You know, he said that's dangerous. It is dangerous. Bring your dog. Somebody dog. Bring somebody dog. Okay. Make it a public park where the people are there. Bring a dog. If he's gonna give you, if he's gonna be giving you money, and he just want to see if you real or if you catfishing. I don't know. Tips for feminine laugh. I'm a bit loud. Fake it. It's called acting. act, act. It's It's a fake thing, so it's called acting. Just practice it and be conscious of it. Mhm. Sure, I went to go out freestyling, but I kept running into my coworkers when I go out, and I feel so awkward looking like I have no friends to go out with. Okay. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. I don't feel awkward at all. In fact, I would prefer to go out alone because that means I get all the attention. I can leave and come whenever I want, and I don't have any baggage. I don't have anybody stopping from that man from crossing the room to come over to me. I don't care what them stupid coworkers think. I'm finna get my bag while they still working. Okay. I stopped caring what people think when I realized they weren't paying any of my bills. That's what you need to do. Stop caring what people think of you and think people can't tell you who you are. You know, think about the horror movies when the seductress vampire goes out and finds her prey. She don't go hang out in packs of cackling hens. Yes, that's what I said. She goes out alone so that there's no witnesses. If you go out alone, you're good. You're better to get responded to. I'm just saying, like, I'd rather go out alone. That's the only way I would rather roll. If you take a lot of money from a man and feel bad about it, what should you do? Um, take more next time so you feel less bad about how much you took the first time? I don't know. That's not a good question because I wouldn't feel bad. I earned that money. Okay. I earned that money for dealing with that man. There's your excuse. You earned it. You earned it, okay? Just keep it. That was your tip. Um, how to let him invest in my business? Just ask him for some money for something else and then do invest in your own business. Don't tell him what it's for. Or you could tell him it's for something else. Like not a business. Okay. Mhm. How to let him invest. Oh, I just read that one. Yeah. Just don't tell him. Tell him it's for something else. My husband says he loves kissing me and he won't go easy. What? What does that mean? Newly married. Girl, I don't know. He's still in the honeymoon phase, so you better suck it up and cherish those moments because after a while he's gonna be like, get away. Thank you, me 123 sprinkle sprinkle. If you care what people think, that means you can't live your life unless someone else approves of you. Low self-esteem. That's right. Sprinkle sprinkle. That's right. Thank you, Tia J. Did James treat you different when you were bigger? Um, Not really, but he did insinuate that I had gotten bigger, but he never really treated me different. But I noticed that when I did lose weight, he started doing more. Because when I first met him, I was small. And um, yeah, so, but he was always a provider, always. And he always treated me with respect and was nice and still did a lot of stuff with me. So I don't think that it was a major difference, but I noticed that he would do a lot more after I lost the weight. Definitely. Okay. Thank you, Jay. Kid's father is 34, pays bills, and wants to move us into $1 million home. But we have communication issues. I get over emotional. Oh gosh, not these emotions again. When we fight, he talks to other women, would you stay in that relationship? Yeah, I would stay in that relationship and I would have my own life, my own business, my own hobbies, a side boyfriend because he got side girlfriends. And I would definitely stay, get my $1 million house, get my life insurance policy taken out on him. I would definitely have everything that I ever desired. My kids would grow up with nothing but the best, and I would have my own life just like he got his own life. I would not go looking for some fairy tale and then having to kick myself in the butt because I couldn't find it later on down the road, especially with kids. If you have kids, I don't know. Thank you, Miss Soliganics. I'm dealing with a rich man who is mad at me and said I failed him because I didn't text him and show up to the parking lot on time and only have known him for 2 days. Keep him, girl. If he ain't giving you no money, you ain't failed nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you failed me. You haven't sent me a dime, and I don't waste time. Send him a cash app and say, no, you failed me. Where my money? Girl, these people probably didn't even have no money. Okay. And why he meeting you in a parking lot if he got money? Okay, that don't make no sense. Girl, no. Say, well, you failed yourself by thinking that I was trying to, play some games with you. Look, you talking to a guy who says he want to be your sugar daddy, but he's acting like he's my boyfriend. Girl, pretend like he's your boyfriend and get his money, and then remind him he ain't, and so you can get some more. Okay, and I'll be like, parking lot sounds like trafficking. hmm Um, See, a lot of women did, you have to learn how to talk to these men. You got to learn how to talk to them. Like you just got to be like, I don't like parking lots. How about we meet here instead? You know, because there was no way I'm finna meet nobody in no type of parking lot, baby. That's called parking lot pimping. Used to do that back in the days when they couldn't afford to get into the club, eat at the restaurant, or wherever. It's called parking lot pimping. Okay. Mm-hmm. You gotta learn to say what you want. That's right. How to turn off emotions quickly so that I can be quick on my feet and create a plan that will work in my favor. Have your okay, you can stop spamming now. It's just a choice. Either you do or you don't. You have to have your end goal in mind. If you overreact, you will never reach the end goal. Okay. It's like a job. You don't cry on your job, do you? No. So don't cry. Don't get over emotional. It's a job. Stay logical. Stop taking the choice of being emotional. Thank you, Opa Sprinkle Sprinkle. He hasn't given me any money yet and keeps asking for pictures. Girl, waste of time. He's wasting your time. Thank you, me123. You forgot the $10 super chat. Oh, I thought I got it. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle Sprinkle. I might have got it because they come in late. It's been 9 months since I kicked my fiance out after 6 years. He completely abandoned our children. I'm working on leveling up, but with a 1-year-old and 3-year-old, it's hard not to be resentful. You kicked your fiance out after 6 years. He completely abandoned. Okay, so you kicked him out. So he was dusty. Was he contributing to the children for 6 years, or was he contributing to those children before you kicked him out? Because obviously he can't really be a man because he was living with you instead of you living with him. Okay. If he was contributing, but you kicked him out, you know, maybe that was his revenge. Oh, because men can easily walk away from children. They don't bear the children, they don't carry the children for 9 months. They don't have the same nurturing type of feelings towards their own children as women do. So it's easy for them to abandon and leave children. That's why we're the women and they are the man. See? So it's easy for men to walk away, especially after you kick them out, especially after whatever, whatever. Their best revenge, if they can't level up and do better, is to just abandon the whole situation and go start over somewhere else and act like they ain't ever met you. You know what I mean? As long as you're getting child support, I don't really find them a stepdaddy, baby. Okay? A rich one with some money. Um, I really, if somebody abandoned me after I kicked them out, that would, I would be like, okay, well, I guess I gotta go find another way to do what I need to do. I wouldn't sit there and focus on something that I can't change. I would just go and do something else that was gonna get me to where I needed to go. That's it. There's nothing you can do about it. Right. I mean, you could be mad at it, but doesn't mean you have to think about it every day. What a contradiction, rule for me, but not for you. What? Rules for me, but not for you? I don't know what that means. Sure, a provider doesn't talk to me only in sexual things. What should I do? Change your appearance. Or if you met him online, that's why he think you online. Stop meeting men online. Okay. How to develop extreme patience. Stop caring. Focus on the goal. That's it. Think about it. If you find any professional person who is used to dealing with certain types of people, they are very patient because they've heard it 1,000 times and they know the outcome. And so it's easy to be patient. It's easy to be patient because they don't care. They're just, they're not emotionally involved. Stop being emotionally involved. You think about the goal, the end goal. That's how you do it. Um, Women care too much. That's why they always get cared for the least because you care enough for so many other things, but you don't care about yourself. If you took all the caring in the world that you put out to other people and put it into yourself, you will see a whole different world. Okay. A whole different world. You would not even be caring about anything but your ultimate goal or what you want to do that day. You wouldn't care what somebody thought of you, what somebody felt about you. You would be like, okay, well, thanks for that information. Now I can figure out what I need to do and where I need to go from here. All it is information. All it is information. You have been informed. Now make the correct decision. It is that simple. That simple. You have been informed. Now make the correct decision. Not, oh, you've been victimized. Now feel this pain and wallow in it and cry and look down on yourself and figure out what you did wrong and live in the past. That's a choice. That's a choice. And every time people keep making the same choice, the wrong one, everything is information and then everything is a choice. I saw this meme the other day. It says, don't let your memories, no, it says something about memories. It's good to have memories, but not, it's good to have memories, but don't let your memories have you. It's good to have memories, but do not let your memories have you. There was the meme. I think it was Deepak Chopra. Okay. It's good to have memories, but don't let your memories have you. Hmm. I agree, and I used to be all sad all the time for when I was a teen, but now it's about perspective, change how you look at things. That's right. If you can't go back in time in a time machine and change anything, it makes no sense to sit there and in the past. Why are you going back to the past when you can't change it? You know, what can you do in the future instead? Hmm. Right. Um, how long did it take you to lose the weight? I don't know. Like couple of maybe some months, maybe 6 months, and then um I don't know. I think most of it came off in 6 months. Why is Carol so worried about lesbians? I don't know. A lot of people are scared of taking the first step. I know. But I would be more afraid of staying in the past and never knowing what the future held. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. My ex is an aspiring pastor. He also in school to be a lawyer. So he's a scammer, huh? Um, he's in a wheelchair. And I found out that throughout the relationship, he has been physically abusive and I cheated on him. Am I wrong? Girl, no. He trying to be a scammer. How he gonna beat you in a wheelchair? Girl, he rolling around with a baseball bat after you or something? I don't understand this. Like he in a wheelchair, girl. Haven't you seen Misery? Go watch Misery. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And he's a pastor and a lawyer. You better than me. You better than me because he would not have his wheelchair, baby. He would not have his wheelchair to this day. He would not get it back. I would roll it right on down the hill in front of his face and laugh. Thank you, Nick is life. How can I stop romanticizing men and marriage because of this man control me like a remote? Don't think of Men don't typically want to get married. Just understand this. Men typically do not want to get married. The only reason men really get married is because they don't want someone else to have you because you are the prize. If you treat them as the prize, they will never want to marry you because they see that you are not the prize. And no man wants to marry a woman who is not a prize. Okay? So treat yourself like the prize and something that they cannot have. Act like, oh, I just want to have fun and be, um, do exciting things and be spontaneous. And I'm not looking for no love, long term marriage plans. I'm just out for, you know, seeing what happens. Never romanticize a man. They're supposed to romanticize you because they can't have you and they don't have you. They've never taken you off the shelf because you're single until you're married. Okay, so if that pastor slash lawyer was physically abusing me, then he wouldn't have a wheelchair anymore. I would be gone. I would torch it just like Angela Bassett did, and it'd be rolling down the hill on fire. Okay, y'all too nice over here. Hmm. It'll be on a new rolling wheelchair, goes downhill. Y'all are better than me. Didn't you ever watch Diary of a Mad Black Woman? You need to go watch that movie. Give him a bath, girl. Okay. What's wrong with my eye? My eyelash is just casting a shadow on it, darling. You see? These are anti-oop lashes. You know those giant lashes somebody sent me. Thank you. I just look like I'm about to fly away. Love that you still level up even after married goals. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Bianca. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Shanice. How do you react when you are painfully shy but get a lot of attention from men in public? I get the attention, but then I feel like my insecurity shows. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, why are you insecure if you look good? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. What are you hiding? If you look good, then why are you insecure? You're the prize. You just have to own it. You just have to own it. If you don't own it, act like you own it. You shouldn't be insecure if you look good. What are you insecure about or shy? Okay. Well, until you break out of that, you're just not going to know your potential. It's a choice to be shy. Either break out of it or never know your potential. I mean, if it takes you taking a shot of tequila to not be shy, then take you a shot of tequila. If it takes you to, be bold and just say whatever you want to say because you don't care what people think, then that's what you need to go and do. But it's still a choice. It's just a choice. I mean, you can't just sit there and be shy for the rest of your life. Okay? Just gotta make a decision. Hmm. Yes. If you keep repeating your thing, I'm gonna block you because that's crazy. One more time and then you're gone. Um, happy Monday. Yeah. If you need to ask a question that bad, right? Um, why would you tell someone you had a sugar daddy before? I don't know. Mhm. What should I say about my ex when he asked about my past relationship? And should I say I had a sugar daddy before? Nope. He moved out the country, and now they want to move. There you go. That's my best one. He moved out of the country. Um, Shira, you have me dying over here. Talk more about looking past their BS to get your money. Yeah. You know, my goal is the money, not how they make me feel, not what they say, not anything. My goal is the money. If it's a sugar daddy or, I'm not emotionally involved, you can say whatever you need to say. I'm never going to believe it because I already have an identity. I already know who I am. So if someone is mentally abusing you or, verbally abusing you, if you know who you are already, none of that sticks. It's like, okay, I'm just here to get this money and then I'm out. I already know who I am. So you can think you know who I am. You can call me what you think you want me to think I am. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to be me and I'm going to have your money in my pocket. And then I'm on to the next one. You see, so you don't allow people to tell you who you are because you're supposed to already know. That's how you go in without being emotional. That's how you go in without being bothered because you already know who you are. You know who I am? I'm the one who's about to take his money. That's who I am. Okay? That's who you need to be. You're not a vulnerable, weak-minded, you know, emotional wreck. You're a woman who is acting a certain way to get his money. And when you get it, then you have accomplished your goal. If you think about it any other way, that's why you keep messing up. If you want to develop feelings for him, allow him to develop feelings for you first and give you everything that you ask for. And then maybe you can consider having an emotion for him. Okay. If you can't do that, then this game ain't for you. You're the strongest woman role model to inspire women to not care and improve your life. I love you and you deserve all the coins. Oh, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle, Katie. Well, I'm not the strongest woman, but I already know that. See, it's not being strong if you don't care. It doesn't take strength to not care. That's where y'all are wrong. You don't have to be strong to not care. You just have to have a focus and a goal. You know, to be strong means to put up with the stuff and care at the same time. Now that's strength. I don't care, so I ain't strong at all because I'm not even paying attention to it. I'm actually ignoring it and figuring out what I'm gonna do with this money when I get it, or what I'm gonna tell him to get the next amount of money or whatnot. So I don't have time to care because I'm too busy plotting. Okay. So if that's where your mind is, then you don't have to be strong. You just have to be occupied. Okay. You have to be constantly thinking of what you're going to do next. And he ain't the only one anyway. So whatever. Wait till he find out. Wait till I leave him. Wait till I take this money and be on to the next. So, and if you're married to this person, then you should have your own life still. You should still have your own life anyway. You should be, doing something that makes you happy so that whatever they do and say, whatever. I'm gonna get back to what I'm doing, you know? So it's not about strength, it's about being occupied and having a goal and focusing on it and not caring at all. Mhm. Um, yeah, y'all care too much, but you don't care for yourselves. If you want to care about something, care about you. Mhm. I'm not gonna complain about anything in front of anybody, and I'm not gonna apologize for something. All she's saying, how to not make people think you're a complainer. She was complaining about her phone. Should she say, "Sorry, I don't mean to complain," but nope, I would never apologize to anybody that I didn't do anything wrong to. I would simply say, "This phone sucks. You should buy me a new one." That's not a complaint, that's a solution. You're dating me, we're on a date, we know each other, we've been seeing each other a while. My phone sucks. I think you should buy me a new one so I can keep in contact with you, so we don't miss each other's texts. I'm not going to sit there and complain about it. I'm going to offer the solution. Because when you don't answer your phone, if he calls, then it ain't your fault because you tried to tell him. Why didn't you answer your phone last night? It's broke. I told you. It sucks. Now you want to buy me the phone? There you go. Mm-hmm. Should we do phone call trick, the one you get sad after the need? Girl, I don't know. Like, and I don't know. It's too easy if you're focused on not. Here's the thing: too many women are scared. They're afraid. They're too focused on sounding a certain way. They're too focused on what will they think of me instead of just executing the plan that you have written out and planned. Okay. That's why I tell y'all to write stuff down because you won't be afraid if you already wrote it down and okay, well, what if he says this? Then I'll say that. Well, what if he says this? Well, then I'll say that. There's less fear and less anxiety in, telling someone something if you've already, figured out what to say after they say whatever possible possible things that they would say. Then you have an answer so you're not nervous to do it. You just say, okay, well, if he says no, then I'll say this and get him to say yes. And if he says yes, then I'll say this and say, okay, let's go now. I implement it now, not a week from now, but okay, meet me now. I would already have my plans. I would not be nervous because I've already written it down and I will just only be executing it. And if it didn't work, then there's another person right over here that I can go do the same thing on, and it might work. And then, so you never sit there in fear or anxiety or trying to look a certain way and, oh, I don't feel right. I feel like I'm begging. You didn't write down your plan then. And I told y'all got to write down the plan and focus on the goal. If you're with someone where you don't know how to get money out of them, it's A, you're not prepared. B, they don't like you. Okay? Just think about it. It's that simple. Y'all making it too complicated when it's super simple. Okay? Just that easy. But if you put this into play, you'll see your life get a lot better. You told your man about a fake story about a creepy man at work so he could pay my bills, but he answered no man can get a woman until she want it. Well, you told the wrong story then. First of all, you said creepy. That's the wrong word. You should have said touchy, touchy feely. There's this touchy feely man at my job. There you go. That'll get him. He's always rubbing against me from the front. He acts like he has to pass between me and the copier machine or whatever you are. And he rubs all his junk on my back every day. And he sits there and pauses for like 2 seconds. And then he always asks me what side of town I live on and whatnot. And if I'm married and all this kind of stuff. Girl, you got to make it sound extra. Thank you, Tanya Sprinkle. What do you think is an appropriate birthday gift from a high six-figure salary sugar daddy of 1 month? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Like whatever you like, ask him for it. He got enough money to buy it. You know, I say a month. He should at least spend like 1,000. Something, girl. hmm That's a gift, right? Some jewelry, a purse, something. All right. Yeah, make up a real story with details. Don't just say creepy. It's like he rub up against me and I can feel all his junk and it be hard. Girl, you gotta lie, lie, lie. La 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 la. And I don't want to work there anymore. I quit. I almost quit twice. There you go. hmm Any advice on how to make a sugar daddy get you a new apartment, even though he's married with kids? If he likes you a lot, all you gotta do is tell him you gotta move and you need his help. Tell him there was crime in the other one and you scared. Um, Girl, I be making up. I would make up stuff just so he will feel bad for saying no. And every day you come home, remind him. Every day you come home, remind him. Every day you come home. That man rubbed his stuff on me again. Okay, there you go. um, Whenever he think about it, he gonna be mad, and then finally he gonna tell you to quit. I had a guy who wanted to buy me a iPhone, but I didn't let him. I felt badly about it because I don't like him, so I told him not to bother buying me the iPhone. Girl, you don't have to like somebody to accept a gift from them. Mhm. It's like, thank you. That don't mean nothing. They just want to hold your attention for an extra couple of days and have your approval. And it's so easy. Like okay, so it's so easy to get them to like not like you anymore. Say they buy your iPhone, right? But I don't like you like that. Okay, fine. Get something that he's very passionate about and totally disagree with it. It'll turn him off so quick, and that'll be that. Find something that he's politically passionate about and go against it, and he'll exit himself out. That's how you get rid of somebody. Oh, I believe in this and that. Well, I don't believe in that. I believe in the exact opposite. Well, how can you believe that? Because I do. Well, I can't see you anymore. Bye. That's it. Hey, Sasha, you okay? Where'd you? You you bored? Okay, I'll be off in a second. Y'all, I'm getting ready to go. But thank y'all so much for watching. And just remember, y'all can't let people tell you who you are. You gotta let them know who you are. Okay? Gotta let these know who I am. Okay? That's how you walk into place. Don't allow people to tell you who you are. Let them know who you are. Okay? Said mic drop. It's like be like Beyonce. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. And that's what makes a person able to do what they need to do because they already know who they are and they're not distracted nor slowed down nor traumatized by somebody else trying to tell them who they are because they already know who they are. They already know their goals and their mission and they're out to execute it. They did not come to play, they came to slay, like Beyonce said. Okay. All right. Don't come in there to play, come in there to slay. I'll see y'all later. Bye.